When a woman says she wants a man to tick a whole list of boxes, including impossible stuff, and thinks she deserves that caliber of man, it's all good. No one bats an eye. However, when a man says that women are more emotional, whereas men are more rational, men are simply delusional, insecure, and even oppressive towards minorities. The minorities part is interesting because men who say that all women are hoes are dismissed as misogynist, but women who say that men ain't shit are not dismissed as misandrists.
We just want to move on.
Don't worry.
Okay, I'm gonna just say 2 words: informational and delusional.
That was 3.
So
Using your word against
Are
you.
we the
It was
delusional ones? You
technically
think?
3, actually, but I was
Do you think we're the delusional ones?
We all are.
Okay, everyone.
Well, let me ask you this: how are we delusional? Specifically.
Uh-oh.
Just like women have their delusional moments, so do you guys.
Okay, can you tell us how we're delusional specifically?
Which
I
part?
thought we were trying to like get on with the show.
Nah, okay.
You know what? We're gonna pause the show for 1 second.
Okay.
For you to answer this
Yeah.
question.
Hey, don't worry, I'm gonna go back as well, but this is just interesting.
Just
how
real
are we
quick,
delusional specifically?
how are Fresh and Fit delusional, if you would?
The facts aren't always checked. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
Well,
we don't.
if
We
it's-
don't
if
know what
it's
you're
a
saying.
fact,
Please tell
it's-
us.
it's a
fact.
fact.
Also, men are way more logical than women, so if anyone's delusional,
That is
it's going to lean more
absolutely
to the
not
women.
true. That's why people are
They
men
got
are
all
out
the
there, like,
answers.
beating
Wait, you
the
said
shit
that's
out of
not
each other.
true? That
No,
men
because
are-
there's so many men out there beating the shit out of each other because they can't even talk
That's
about their
not true.
feelings.
That's just called testosterone.
You don't think
and
so?
striving to prove a
When you
point.
look at like abuse in relationships, like
Oh,
usually
let's not
there's
get
a lot
into
of
the
men,
stats on who's
or
abusing
men
you in
that's like
relationships.
fighting each other out there because they get really pissed or text
Say
us.
that,
So,
is that because you're married to a woman?
I'm not married to a woman.
I'm just saying. A lot of times women go with women because they go with women because they sort of hate men secretly. So that's what
You
they
think
do.
we hate men secretly?
Well, you were kind of just throwing them under the bus. These very nice gentlemen.
No, you were saying that men are not as emotional as women, which
They're
I
not.
completely. So why the fuck do we have so many men out there beating the shit out of each other? Like that's facts. That is true.
Rational thinking is like it's been scientific.
But they're taking it out physically and in anger. So of course they are emotional. Anger is an emotion.
I mean, if you want to use the metric
But
of
it is
violence,
emotional.
if
It
you want to
is
use the metric of
emotional.
violence, I mean, lesbian couples have the highest rates of domestic violence.
Women.
But that does
Women.
not
The thing
mean
is
that
that-
men are not being emotional by being the shit of each
Yeah,
other. Like it does
I'm not
happen.
arguing
we
that-
have to agree that men are emotional because they
No,
are
of course,
being
of course.
emotional.
Men have emotions just like women do. However, when a man is emotional, there's typically consequences to it because it ends in violence or some kind of issue. If men don't control their emotions, you end up with school shooters, terrible people, criminal, etc. But when women, they're allowed to not have to control their emotions, and it's not the
So
same.
they start crying, and that's so much worse than
Women have way more
physical.
They have way more hormones, first of all, that allow them to be mother and have children that have more emotional connection. Men are just naturally more logical. If you're
They're
talking about
that's
violence, that's
absolutely
not a bad
true.
thing always.
This is the kind of woman we gotta deal with in the West. When women say that 1 + 1 = 5, and you let them know they're wrong, they just don't want to change their opinion. Men are more logical, period. Oh, and sorry for the bad joke, but all women out there get pretty emotional at least once a month, period. Let's keep on watching.
It's actually a good thing. I'd rather have a man that can beat the shit out of someone than a beta male who just sits there and hands me a credit
And that's
card.
why
That woman right there might have hit the wall, or, who knows, might have a good husband and kids. Whatever the case, the thing is that she's realistic and, as a feminine woman with brains, wants a strong man. Melina, though, is dating a beta male with whom she has an open relationship.
MLD couldn't defend himself. And that's why MLD couldn't defend
Yeah,
himself.
let's
when he
wrap
was
up
on
with
the show.
let's wrap up with the final
And
two
he was
girls.
walking out
Hold on,
crying like a
listen.
bitch.
There's one rule. If the host is speaking, the women shut up. Sorry. So, because I want to get through this, we have a lot to do, and I know there's going to be a lot of catting going on, and we'll let that happen throughout the show. Last two girls, give your opinion on Fresh and Fit, and we'll get back to the show.
Okay, so opportunistic, debatable, educational.
Okay.
Opportunistic in which way?
I just mean that you guys give us opportunity to come on here, express ourselves, and to also learn about your perspective as well as learning ours.
So that would make you opportunistic, not us.
How does that make me opportunistic?
Because you literally said, because we give you the opportunity.
But we get what we're trying to say. But yeah, that would mean that. Yeah.
Potato, potato.
All right, last one.
What's up, guys? From my experience, I feel like you guys are caring from the situations I had. And also, I feel like you guys are easily impressionable. And resilient. I'll say that too. Every battle and war, y'all just somehow come out still. But y'all are very impressionable.
She gave the most bipolar answer ever. She's like, I love you, but I hate you too.
I know.
Yeah.
I hate you, Myron.
My rebuttal to the women in yellow would go as follows. 1. The violent, emotional men you refer to are the consequences of 40 years of feminism programming men to be emotional and to be sensitive and to express their emotions. When men are emotional, violence goes up. 2. Men use our emotions strategically to attain power, defend ourselves, or exert superiority. If someone broke into your home, you'd want a man who could get emotional enough, angry or violent, to do something. 3. Women function majority of the time off emotions, whereas men majority of the time use logic because being emotional could get you killed. Doesn't mean men aren't emotional, we have to control it. Melina and Destiny live in such an isolated little bubble. Men just aren't out there beating the shit out of each other. Weak men do that. The strong men who actually acknowledge but manage their emotions don't. Strong men won't often talk about their emotions to just anyone, so if you aren't in their trusted circle, don't expect to hear about their struggles. I saw this happen live and have a newfound respect for Janelle. Is that because you married a woman? If I were in the audience, I would have run up and fist bumped her. The quote, facts don't care about your feelings is not out there for the hell of it. Still, some women rely only on their opinions to bash men, but at some point, they get put in their place by other women.
Absolutely, that's why I said you guys are
No,
politically,
you're
socially, and
disrespectful.
economically correct, right? So then I said you guys are also incorrect because the way you badger women on the show, I don't agree with, and I think there's a whole other side that women have, that they can have opportunity to plan like you guys plan, so that's why you guys are correct, but also there's another side.
How do they badger women? I've been on the show 4 times. This will be my 5th. I'm not going to say that because y'all are going to do that weird thing.
I think the fact that they can plan out their argument.
Can I finish my thought one moment?
Finish it.
Please. They don't badger women. They sometimes have to put women in their place when they're disrespectful to them or to the rules or to other women on the panel. So let's
No, I
call, let's
totally
call
agree. That's why
let's
they're
call
correct.
a spade, right? Correct?
Okay.
Absolutely, that's why they're correct. But also, there could be an opportunity where women could do the same to them, right? Where there could be
But it's
10
not the
men.
women's show. It's the Fresh and Fit show, and they can have whatever guest on that they want to have on.
And that's why I think they're correct, but also incorrect.
But
Isn't
let's
that my
be-
opinion?
Let's be
And my
realistic
perspective
here.
as a woman?
When you book the show, I know days in advance before I'm going on a show. So, I mean, it's your own problem if you go on and make yourself look like an idiot. And I've watched a lot of women look stupid.
And fair warning, and what I will say is fair thing to Fresh and Fit is every single time before every single show, they literally instruct you how to not make yourself look like an idiot. They literally go through this deep thing of like, don't do this, don't do that, you're gonna look dumb. And girls still do it.
But because women have
No, listen, I don't think
self-control.
I don't think anyone looks like an idiot.
Then
I
they
don't
go on
think-
the show and act a fool.
Facts.
And someone was saying something about truth. Women don't speak the truth, so why do you think they would believe the truth?
What I'm saying.
We haven't even officially got it started yet. All right.
They
Last few
can't-
girls give their opinions,
can I
and we're gonna
finish my
open it back up to
opinion?
Myron and Walt.
Yeah,
Go
let's
ahead.
kind of let them like finish what they got
I
to
think
say.
there's balance. I think there's balance. So when I say they're correct and incorrect, I
Sweetheart,
think that's
pass the
how
mic, please.
It's fine. We'll give her. Don't worry.
She's
We're
gonna get another chance to
We're gonna
speak.
we're gonna give you a chance.
We just want to
Don't-
move on.
Don't worry.
Okay, I'm gonna just say 2 words: informational and delusional.
That was 3.
So
Using your word against
Are
you.
we the
It was
delusional ones? You
technically
think?
3, actually, but I was
Do you think we're the delusional ones?
It's my opinion. I'm allowed to have an opinion. That was her defense when that opinion didn't have a logical argument. Your opinion is wrong if it's not bound to reality. If she's really studying to be a lawyer, she's about to send all her clients to jail. I think this, and I feel that, and I'm entitled to my opinion, and you guys are so disrespectful, and it's all the men's fault. They're just annoying and boring, all these 304 feminist hypocrites. A modern woman who presents herself as traditional. There are very few traditional women, and that is 1 to 2% of women. If a woman slept outside of marriage, then she is not traditional. This debunks the fact people say they purposefully get women drunk, they give them instructions, yet they still make fools of themselves. She got destroyed so badly, even the other woman had to put her in her place. I don't think anyone looks like an idiot. Yes, you do. Guys, thanks for checking out this video. Stay tuned for more daily content. Like, subscribe, and comment. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.